Hello, my name is Shalon Gibbs, and this is my interview blog for EDUC639. The most important issue that I discovered during my interview was how hard it was for our technology facilitator to implement changes at the school. Mrs. Molden states that some teachers feel like as long as they're using our smartboard, they're being technology savvy. However, there are many teachers who go through the hands-on training and sit in our professional development on technology who still do not and will not embrace the technology changes happening and supposed to have happened in our classrooms. People think that the older teachers have all retired and the teachers now are the younger teachers who grew up around technology, using technology. But Mrs. Moden says, unfortunately, this is not true because majority of the teachers are 50 and older, who of course we retired 30 years, but they did not grow up learning about technology, using technology, computers, and most of them may have a smartphone, but they do not know how to fully use it. Therefore, they are not teaching through technology because they did not learn through technology. And they believe, of course, the old school might be the best school. So that was really interesting for me. And as I looked around our school, she was right. We have a lot of teachers that are in their late 40s, 50s, and some of them are in their 60s because you start teaching when you're about maybe 25, 24, if you graduate from college. And then once you do 30 years of teaching, you're already in your mid 50s. So these teachers who started off late and went to college or whatever the case may be, they did not grow up with technology or learning about technology. So that was really interesting for me. This is important because I want to be that person, that technology director who changes the field of educational technology so not only the teachers are able to use it, but the students will know the proper way to research for their papers they may have. They have to create online portfolios as a graduation requirement and also embrace technology in the classroom to help our students. They're going to be our future leaders, and our future leaders need to know about technology. If we're having kids graduate and they don't know how to create their own WordPress or online blogs, then we really are doing them a disservice in high school. This interview really did not change much about my view about educational technology because I know that field of educational technology is important and we need to push for these students to learn more and more and more, but not technology to be a crutch, but to be a resource to help guide them. But it did open my eyes to the teachers who are not using the technology in class, but we have all these gadgets in the library. Like I have almost every one of them checked out of my classroom, but we have so many Chromebooks, we have iPad labs, we have wireless slates, you name it, we have it in our computers lab and our library, but they're not being checked out. Ms. Moden stated that over the next several years, teachers need to be ready for the flipped classroom approach to really take fire because it maximizes the classroom learning for everyone. This was important. I do think that in the future, teachers are going to become more of a facilitator in the classroom where their lessons will be online and the classroom is basically the activities and to hit the lesson really, really hard. And I think that's very important. The only area which really concerned me during this interview when we talked was when she talked about she wants to do so many different activities and purchase so many different technology software programs, but with these programs you have to make sure you complete the research to make sure that you're protecting the student. Yes, a lot of this technology will be great for the students, but everything has a limitation. How are the students going to use this? Is this going to be safe? Is it going to be a couple of students who use it the wrong way? You don't just think about technology for one student. You think about it for all the students. So you have to be careful because these students can get in a lot of trouble if they're not closely monitored. Her advice to me, the final statement, was for me to keep doing what I'm doing because I, as a teacher, I'm always researching new ways to introduce technology in the classroom, and I allow students to think outside the box by using their cell phones in class. If we're doing an activity, I tell them, all right, break out the technology, whether it be a DS with internet access, whether you have a smartphone, a Galaxy Tab, a Kindle Fire, break it out. Let's go. Let's see who's going to be the first one to find the answer. So I do love using technology, and she says I need to keep it on because I will be a great educational technology facilitator one day. So I'm excited, and I learned a lot, and I mean a lot, from my interview. Thank you. My name is Shalon Gibbs.